Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe so we can hit you with the latest celeb news, trending, and hot topics to discuss with your peoples. Today we have Doja Cat being called to the stand, Fat Joe and Ashanti speaking, addressing Murder Inc.'s fall, social media plays Name That Song, Gucci Mane leading the Civil Rights March, and 50's bedtime stories. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know how we do. Like in advance. Right now, court is now in session. Social media, along with the culture, would like to call Miss Doja Cat onto the stand. If Miss Cat, you are indeed a low-key racist, have been chuckling it up with incels and professed racists and asking folks to call you nigger with a hard ER, as well as making or trying to hide unreleased tracks aimed at victims of police brutality that are of African-American descent, will you honestly and frankly say so and admit it? Excuse me, Ms. Doja? Gang sunk that dunker? And Ms. Doja, exactly what does gang sunk that dunker mean? Your Honor, she just keeps repeating the same statement and hasn't said anything further. Now here's the issue. Doja Cat is under fire for fraternizing with folks that are known as, quote, alt-righters, racists, and incels. Now, incels are men that are involuntarily celibate due to their constantly being rejected. Yeah, I know. She's also accused of allegedly exposing herself to racist incel groups online. And I say allegedly because I wasn't there, I didn't see it. Now, evidently, she's been under fire in the past for homophobic slurs. She has admitted to saying the homophobic slurs, but she kind of played it off like, yeah, I called him gay, but, I still like him. In fact, she said in the tweet, quote, I don't think I hate gay people, close quote. I love the fact that she said, I don't think I hate, as if she's not 100% sure, like there's room for doubt. It tells me that she might be unsure about what she feels, or she doesn't quite trust her feelings. Word is she's not too thrilled with her natural hair, and my solution to that, Prince Akeem, fruits and berries. We'll let her slide with the self-doubt feelings. Fine, right? Everybody has moments like that. Now, the tiny chat room with the racist alt-right incels seems to be a room that she might have been new to, although these chat rooms do not appear to be a new practice of hers. But here's where there is a major issue. The song Didn't Do Nothing. Yes, I heard the song. Yes, I looked for the racism in the lyrics. I'm not that clever, so I didn't find overtly racist statements apart from the title of the song. The didn't do nothing term is a term often used for crying family members of murdered African-American victims of police brutality by racists. See, oftentimes the members are heard saying, my son or my child was innocent. He didn't do nothing, yet he was killed. Now, racists are primarily the ones that often use that term when speaking of blacks. Now, it is important to highlight the fact that her mother is said to be Jewish American and her father is said to be South African, making her a bit biracial. So, is it okay now? Let us know what you think down below. I'm sure we'll get a lot of intelligent responses that you can learn from in the comment section. Notification gang, please hold us down and jump in. Now, an aging in reverse Ashanti, Benjamin Button Ashanti, the throwback princess of R&B, was caught chopping it up with Boogie Down Bronx's Fat Joe. And they were discussing the breakdown of Murder Inc. amidst the spat that they had with G Unit. Now, in addition to a classic story which can only be properly told by Fat Joe about being kidnapped in Africa and what sounded like a hostage negotiation crisis, it's kind of priceless, Ashanti spoke about being collateral damage in the Murder Inc. G Unit beef and did not initially think that she would in any way be a target of 50 because she didn't really say anything to him at the time. But you know how wrong that could be. Now, Fat Joe and Ashanti discussed how women and family are generally off the table when it comes to hip-hop beef and almost any kind of beef in general before discussing how the whole thing played out. Take a listen.
And let me tell you, if Optimum Online is watching, y'all are trash, and I'm changing my service.
When you look clear right now, you perfect. Don't move. So if the dog bark, don't go over there.
It's one right here.
So I go back, Shanti, I go back when all this Murder Inc. G Unit shit started, right? Did you feel like you was caught up in this shit?
I definitely felt like, what do you call that? The innocent bystander. You know how you get sniped by a stray bullet? I definitely felt like I had nothing to do with it, but what do they call it? Guilty by association. And it's crazy because at the time, my ex was from Queens. And when I told him everything I was doing, he was like, yo, be careful with that, that 50 dude. And I was like, what? I didn't know none of the history. And he was from Queens, so he knew. And I was just like, well, that has nothing to do with me. He's never going to say anything about me. None of that's, and then I started hearing stuff and I was like, what? And it's crazy because, like, the mentality is people look at you, if y'all together, they going after everybody. Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Even innocent people. And that's just something I guess I just had to learn because I was like, I don't have nothing to do with that. What are you talking about? But we were all a team. We were winning. And, I guess it comes with it.
Was that part of the reason why, because you're not signed to Murder Inc. no more, right?
No, not at all.
So was that part of that? Like you was like, yo, I got to get away from this shit? Or?
No, it was, when all of that stuff happened, like with the indictment and all of that stuff, you saw me at the trial. I was there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Front row. And it got to the point where Murder Inc. dissolved. You know what I'm saying? So what am I supposed to do? So I got to the point where I had to create my own record label, get a distributor, and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So you're never going to put me in a situation where I'm going to be ass out. If you throw me over the boat, it's going to be sink or swim. And I'm swimming. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way. And because I never understood, but it was just too much going on. It was the case, it was the this, it was that. And and to your credit, you kept it real. You was at all the at the trial. You still brothers, but you was like, yo, I'm a female, by the way, too. Like, so
say that one more
I
time.
never understood females being like collateral damage or being in the middle of a beef. Like, I felt like a female's a female, it is what it is. Like,
exactly.
I've seen girls that are wives or like down with dudes I had beef with, and I never disrespected. Like, I always was like, actually even more respectful.
Only weak dudes do that. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten apologies from them, more than one of them over there, on that team. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten apologies.
We'll switch it all the way positive, right? No, it's just, I feel like when I interview somebody, I want the people to learn something new about them.
Yeah.
So if they didn't know, with this coronavirus, you've been doing a lot for your community with the Beyond Beef and all that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, just being from Long Island, sometimes people forget about us. People are overcome with Manhattan and Queens and the Bronx and all the boroughs. You know what I mean? And sometimes they forget about us all the way out here in Long Island. So I said, I want to do something. What can I do to help? So I reached out to the Beyond Meat company, and it's funny because they had reached out to me a while ago, like last year when they first started the company, because I'm a pescatarian. I'm trying to go all the way, but I don't eat meat. So I've been on their products for a while, and I was like, I would love to be a part of this. I want you guys, can we help to donate to my local hospital where I was born? My mom used to work there. My sister was born. My mom was, everybody in my family was born there. So we teamed up with them, and we were able to get them free breakfast, and all the sandwiches were plant-based, which is cool because it gives you an option, you know. And they were like, thank you so much, because they appreciated everything, like food and drinks and stuff people were donating, but they were like, thank you for thinking about something healthy and thinking about something in the morning, because with our shifts, people at 6, 7, 8 in the morning, 5, 6, nothing is open, so they weren't able to enjoy the free donations. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy to be a part of it.
You know,
we did the mask too. We did the I donated 30,095 masks as well. So
that's beautiful, man. I can't even find one N95 mask. You donated 30. You know, I almost got killed in Africa because of you, right? Yeah. Yo, Shantae, I almost got murdered in Africa.
Stop! We told y'all not to go to that part.
Yo, let me tell you, I went over there. They kidnapped me and Job. But let me tell you the craziest shit that happened to me. One night, it was like 4 in the morning, and the door said, boom, 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 boom. I'm in my boxes. So now we already shook, because this dude is like a warlord or whatever, right? I opened the door. He walks in and got 100 guys in the hallway with black suits on. So, you know, they talk Portuguese. They don't talk like, so he goes, pulls out a phone. He goes, Ashanti. I'm like, huh? He was like, Ashanti. So I'm like, yo, bro, I don't have Ashanti number. He goes, what's love? What's love?
Oh my God.
I'm looking at this dude, man. I'm looking at this dude. Thank you, mama. I'm looking at this dude, and he's like, Ashanti, give me the phone. I say, yo, bro, I just make music with her. I don't got her number. I can't get in touch with her. So he says, fuck Ashanti. Fuck Ashanti. I'm like, yo, this. He was looking forward to you coming out there, but he was trying to take it out on me.
Oh,
and I was like, I said, oh my God. And I remember when we got to Portugal, I got there. You came to that show. It was 3 shows in Africa and 1 in Portugal. And yes, you were there, glammed up, looking beautiful. Me and Job been kidnapped for 2 weeks in Angola, Africa. And you was like, yo, what's up, bro? I was like, yo, I'm your bro. You left me to die.
Yo, I don't know what part of the deal y'all was worked in. I don't know what happened with y'all part of the deal, but my part of the deal said Portugal, and that was it.
Yo, this man.
Listen, I'm telling you, you know one of my attorneys, Steph. You know one of my attorneys. They don't play around.
Let me tell you something. I was like, yo, the dude was asking for Ashanti 4 in the morning. I remember I called her in. I was like, yo, man, this nigga tripping. He asking for Ashanti now.
Yo.
And so everybody got to understand, it's one thing. Everybody know Fat Joe tough. He fight anybody. I fight him and them over there. They would have killed me. But we ain't got no guns. We over there. He got 100 dudes with him. And then they start, you know, this guy, right? And he never did nothing to me, but the United Nations came to see me. I'm in the lobby. So you got to eat. You eat in the lobby. So a white dude and a black dude came and sat next to me. Oh, Fat Joe, what's up? I said, what's up? And they was like, yo, here's our card. This guy's a warlord. And if you're gonna, you might need this card to get out of here. Yo, it was that crazy. But you know,
I remember. And all I remember was when my attorneys and my accountant, when they had worked out the deal, they were like, I don't think they should go to that part. It was like, you're not going. My deal was structured for Portugal only, Joe. I promise.
Man, I always thought you left it. You didn't want to hear the shit Ja was saying. Ja was back here like, I'm like, yo,
both of y'all was cursing me out.
Now, fortunately, Fat Joe and Fitty squashed their beef. And we always love seeing artists rebuild after collateral damage has been done. And if you missed it yesterday, we found an old Fitty interview out the vaults that highlight 50's thoughts on collateral damage. If you missed it, you got to check it out. Now, as you all may already know, 6ix9ine was supposed to release his next big hit the day before yesterday, May 22nd. He pushed the release date of the song a week back to May 29th and is asking his fans to come up with the name of his next big release. Now, as of this writing, Trolls is the most liked comment that he had. See, the deal was any comment that has the most likes would be the title of his next song. But my question is, why have we not taken full advantage of this opportunity? Word on the street is 6ix9ine was a strong contender for the title, which would make the lyrics interesting to say the least. Now, last time we saw Gucci Mane, he was playing the role of an exterminator, fumigating the set of his latest video when a rat scurried onto the premises. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out a video from a few days ago which involves Gucci. Now Gucci has put on his civil rights cap and is fighting for the rights of all blacks to freely and indiscriminately play ball till 8 o'clock. When a white lady told them while they were on the basketball court to get off the basketball court, although it wasn't time for the court to actually close. Now Gucci got pretty upset, especially when the lady got reinforcements, which happened to be a brother. Yes, a fellow black man enforcing inequality. Gucci expressed his frustration with the inequality of the situation in a way only Gucci could have expressed it. Take a listen.
She said she putting us out. It opened at 8 o'clock. Why we got to go for? Because we black? You see how these white folks treat us? And y'all sit there and let these folks do this shit, man. Don't nobody speak up or nothing, man. Listen, man. She just like I don't make the rules. She don't make the rules, man. Fuck that cracker bitch.
And finally, if you need a bedtime story for the kiddies, then it looks like you could grab a copy of 50's Hustle Smarter, Hustle Harder, which is a self-help guide of sorts where he discusses his comeback story from personal losses to becoming a thriving businessman and even a cable exec. You best believe there are sections with stories and morals that you can glean all kinds of wisdom from about living the street life. The section where he discusses Tekashi is definitely a standout and sounds like a story or chapter that was pulled from the pages of Grimm's fairy tales. The rainbow kid that surrounded himself with wolves before running out of food to feed them. Scary stuff. Let us know what you think. Does being biracial disqualify racist claims being made towards Doja Cat? What does gang sunk that dunker even mean? What should 6ix9ine's new song have been called? Let us know what you think. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.